Hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2013. And we are here, of course, on the Landwehrkanal map. Oops, just killed my sound. Sorry about that. There we go. I don't know why these wheels swing like this all the time. Must be a bit of a breeze here. Huh. Anyways, we are back, as I say. And hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for joining me. Let's get this open. I put, I believe, altogether, like six of those great big bales into this thing. Are we open through the other side? We are. Alright. Let's go see if we can happy up the cows even further, shall we? Worry about a mixing ratio, we're just going to blow some straw. So let's get in here, and I believe this guy will, with the queue, start to unload. Oof, I'd like to get into the barn there first, I think. Here we go. There she goes, and we are unloading some straw. Perfect. There we are. Now we can see the plane coming up. The grass that we cut last episode, I did distribute between the cows and the sheep. The sheep are quite happy. The cows went, well, we could use a little more. And that's fine. We will get some more. That wasn't exactly a really big turnout from that field, I'm afraid. I think what did we end up with? About 30,000 litre of grass. So it could have been better. I think we could have used twice that and not been embarrassed at our use at all. So yeah, that holds a fair chunk, that thing. This should keep the cows making the lumpies for quite a while. Although it certainly does look like it's going to eat it all. Huh, wonder what Zio's tons is. Well, I don't know. Things are going well. I'm not going to go messing with things. There we go. That will help for happy cows. So we are, of course, running the MR mod, and I gotta admit, you know, this has probably been one of the most challenging maps I've attempted MR on. Now, I'm not really sure where I want to take this. This is not a map that's got a whole bunch of places to be parking stuff. But what I need to do is I need to get some fields cultivated. And to do that, I need to check something out, because this, as I say, has been very, very challenging as an MR map. I think currently I'm sitting in my second most powerful tractor. And that is really in the way. There we go. Now you can see out the window. And I'm not sure it will pull our cultivator around. My most powerful tractor is the big case that I have down there. And again, let me tell you, there are certainly no assurances. Alright, I have to think of someplace snappy to park this. As I say, that does become a little bit of an issue on this farm. Well, I'm going to end up pretty much 20 feet away from where we started. Because, yeah, we're going to tuck it into one of these bins here, I think. Should be a good spot for it. Yeah. That's definitely what we're going to end up doing. Oops. That's not exactly a proper entry road there. Whoa. Yeah, this big New Holland gets a little bit out of control when you want to move her quick from side to side. No, really, it's the tractor. Alright, we're going to park her up beside our buddy. There we go, the little New Holland 150. Now, we are going to hook up what is currently our most powerful tractor, 306 69 horse Case IH. But first, we are going to, well, put a good set of gumboots on so that she'll get lots of traction out here in that field. There we go. And alright, I'm going to have to look here. Disassemble twin wheels. Maybe the other side for the other pair, or what? That's kind of weird. You can see they come on these racks, which is quite neat. Okay, this is just driving me nuts. Now, why will these not? Alright, I'm going to try something here. Yeah, they come on these racks, which are neat, because unlike the ones that come on pallets that no pallet fork seems to be able to pick up, these you can pick up. There we go. Let's try dropping that there. Oops. Now, well, I'm sure I don't need to be parked quite that close. Alright. Now, there's sort of an issue, though, and the issue is if you reset the tractor, yeah, if you reset the tractor, it will reset without the twin wheels. Where do the twin wheels go? I don't have a clue. Oh, right. I know what's wrong with this picture. Good thing you can just click through this again, unlike the pallets that a lot of wheel sets come on. There we go. Let's get him out of the way. Yeah, it will reset without the twin wheels, at least on this map. And where you would have expected them to be, and it won't give me the front set. Why not? That's really weird. I don't know why this isn't working at the moment. Come on. Well, I certainly didn't have that problem before. Let's drop that off. There we go, finally. Boy, oh boy. Now let's pick this up and get it out of the way. And all you're left with is no twin wheels, but these handy dandy little wheel racks. So there's actually another set of these sitting out right now where behind the tractor shop. So resetting them, I'm not sure. Is it 2,000 for one set and 1,000 for the other, or 2,000 for one and 3 for the other? So it's either 3 grand or 5 grand every time that happens. And you have another set of these things kicking around. Of course, it also says I own 2 sets of each, but I have looked and no. Didn't happen. Now, here's what's got me worried. I might have bit off a little more than I could chew with this puppy. Because, boy oh boy, like I said, this is one incredibly challenging MR course. Or map course. Yeah, it almost feels like it sometimes. Alright, let's see, well, let's start real easy here and see how it does it, just simply hauling it up the hill unfolded. And like I say, the way this particular hill is, doesn't matter if you go widthwise or lengthwise, you are going to spend half your time going up a steep hill. And normally, you'd have a choice, you know. If the field was long and sloped uphill, well then you'd do it widthwise. You might have to make more turns at the end of the fields, but you'd be pretty much traveling on the level. So here, no. It's one of those. So let's unfold this. I happen to know those rocks are painted. Alright, we got a funny kind of little and stuck there for a moment. Alright, let's lower this down. And let's try her. Now I have no doubt at all that on the level, or even downhill as this is, that we'll be just fine. It's of course what happens when we reach the end of all the good downhilledness that's got me kind of worried. But we'll see how it goes. The only tractor that, well, at least that I have a lot of, that is more powerful is a 535 horse. Because I believe this is, oh, might be. Yeah, but I think the next one will be the 535 horse. And then I guess the Case IH 600s might be somewhere way the heck up there as well. But either way, we're looking at anywhere from 7 to 10 times the amount of available cash to deal with either of those. So, yeah, both of those propositions are somewhat lacking in appeal. Well, so far so good, but this is the beginning of some pretty steepageness, and you can see we're already up to 7.7% slip, 9%. 10%, 12, 13. Although I gotta admit, this is pretty impressive because this is nasty steep hill. And if it makes it to the top of this, well, it is the second steepest bad hill on this field. So yeah, that's kind of encouraging, kind of discouraging, you know. But that's what I mean, no matter what you do, you are going to be facing some really steep uphills. We're just coming out of the very lowest corner of the field now, and it's uphill in 3 directions from there. Every other corner, it's uphill in at least 2 directions. So, yeah, it's one of them sort of fields. The other field is the really steep one. So we're either going to have to, as we did with the 12-meter header, go, okay, as nice as it is with the size of the field, it's not going to happen. We'll see how it goes. We will see. I'm going to at least try and get this guy done with it. Because, well, as I said, they're rather large fields. So, somewhere likely off screen, I'm going to grab up some of that silage. Now, I do have the telehandler conveyors sitting out at the shop, but I also have the telehandler sitting here, and not only is it sitting here, but it does have a tool that will pick up 2,500 silage at a time. But yeah, I want to move some of the silage to the cows themselves, and I also want to move some to the mixing station so that we can get mixed rations going. Then I'll have to get some more, either some more grass, or I'll have to make some grass bales. The rest of the bales that I took off the field, am I close? Oh yeah, and I will show you. Okay, as you can see, we're really getting into some serious horribleness here. The rest of the bales, I put about half of them up in the bale storage shed, where we are going to use them to basically fill our straw blower whenever we need to replace straw. And I think that's about as far as this guy is going to go. We're down to 1 mile an hour. Ooh, baby, come on. Now we might make the top. The slip is starting to give off a little bit. And the other half of the bales I took down to the mixing machine, and I pushed 5 or 6 of them in just to give it a start. So yeah, if we keep up with that, we'll be doing just fine. It's a little more work to do it all in bales as opposed to just simply, you know. Oh, come on, baby. Sometimes a little twitch from side to side is all you need. Come on. Well, I think we can safely say we're not going to be able to do the other hill. So, am I even going to make this one? Probably not. There we go. What I'll do here is see if I can't get her turned around and back the other way. Yeah, I should be able to actually finish this field just fine. It's just a whole bunch of extra crawling around, right? And I'll have to continuously drive it to the high point without it open and then start your track from there. There we go. And obviously she's not going to have any problem. We should probably slow down at first on this hill. It's pretty steep. Yeah, that'll work fine. That will work just fine. You can see we're getting slip here, and that would actually be, I guess, just pretty much sliding on the tires at this point. Let's get this all evened off. Very nice. Lift it up. So this is definitely going to take a bit of work, but we'll get her done. And then I may have to indeed go to something a little smaller than this, just to be practical. It might take a little longer, of course, but there's always a trade-off, isn't there? And yeah, I mean, a 370 horsepower tractor can't do the job. You're probably asking too much. Alright, let's set her down there. I'm just going to hop out for a moment, and I'll show you guys here. So, as you can see, I stacked a bunch more bales up here, and these guys I've just been feeding into there. I'll just give you a quick demo. Whoops. And not to disturb the whole row. And then when you get them close enough, it will do that. And there you go. Very simple. You're like, oh, gee, glad you showed us that. I know. There we go. Park our two blue tracatories together. Shut this guy off. Oof. I give you a sharp poke with a stick in it. Alright, and as we can see, if we come around here and read our gauges, we have 34,000 or 60-something percent, 68% of straw. So, all we need is some hay and some silage. And silage I have whole bunches of. And like I said, I can either throw this on there and just simply grab it 2,500 at a time, or I could put her down to the store and pick up the conveyor. So, either way, I'm going to see how I make out cultivating the rest of this field. And I will, well, I'm not sure. I may do the silage on or off. And I'll see how we do with this other field as well. It's not quite as hard. You can go back and forth without having to do the super duper climb every time. It's this one that actually angles in, like I said, far too many directions. So, but hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment, and help support the series. Helps me let me know where I'm going right, where I'm going wrong. Till next time, guys, take care of each other, and ciao for now.